Greetings and good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. As you can probably tell, we're already in the midst of this because I started the marker a little bit late because I didn't intend to start talking till just now, but I'm a bit medicated and we got the leak. We got the trailer leak. I saw a couple of little patches of it, but the reason the trailer early, like we got the trailer early from Rockstar officially because somebody leaked it. Somebody figured out how, like, there's a way apparently that you could play premieres early. So somebody was able to play that premiere early and leaked it on Twitter. And then Rockstar came out with the official one. Because I had their YouTube open live because the plan, which was and still kind of is, to do Minecraft for a couple of hours, do some React Andy stuff, and then stay awake until 9 a.m. to get the trailer live with everybody else. It was just like a fun little thing we were gonna do, right? It got leaked and like plans changed. As you saw earlier, Redneck had a plan to watch it live with his coworkers, and like it kind of muddied the waters of that because of the pre-knowledge. At least from my perspective, you know? I get it, and I'm okay with it. I have the same sentiment Redneck does. Like, that sucks, but at the same time, finally, finally we know. You know what I mean? This is what I'm gonna do. All right? We're gonna do Minecraft. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be a bit negative about the leak. When we get to the React Andy section of things, the last thing I'm probably gonna react to, and I'm gonna have it to where only I hear the audio and only I see the shit. You're just gonna get my raw reaction. That's it. Just in case, I'm gonna look into it to make damn sure it's not gonna get me in any trouble. And we're probably gonna have the reaction to that trailer early, but I'm still gonna stay awake and do the stream I plan to do because we're gonna have fun. I'm not gonna let one jackass ruin it for everybody. So yeah, we're gonna be diving on into Minecraft for the 101st parted out stream of Minecraft. The reason I say that is because I may have played Minecraft before on stream, but I haven't recorded or something like that. So, as far as I know, this is the 101st time Minecraft has been on stream. Not the 101st part of the outdated YouTube blog thing, which this might be the first one that is ever dated properly. Yeah, they need to fix that. They need to fix that. It's like, guys, you need to get some flex tape and fix that boat. Because you're dealing with a lot of damage. You know how hard it was not? A lot of damage! Crazy. Fucking crazy that shit happened. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think people are gonna know about it. I think the people that lose their job, it's gonna like, hey, whatever happened to that person kind of shit. Or who knows, maybe they want to make a example out of that person, so we'll all know who caused the leak. But I don't think that's a good idea. I think it might, people are crazy. I think it should be kind of hush hush. I think we shouldn't know who caused the leak, in all honesty, because I don't trust all you motherfuckers out there. Should have a sense enough to know not to do something to people. Like, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he's an asshole. Or they're an asshole. You don't know. Could be a woman could be doing this. I know who it is. This is a joke. It's a mother who's angry at her child for buying Grand Theft Auto 5. So she's ruining it for him. Oh, They're printing money at this point. Like, you have this much money and you still got security issues? You don't have security issues at that point, I don't think. I think you have saboteur. Right? Mind you, this is just my own opinion. Right? I have no fucking clue. This is based on my perspective of things. If you like the one time that happened, the amount of leaks they got the first time, okay, we didn't really get any leaks after that. Just hearsay and like whatever. But then we did get another leak. And then we got another one. And another, like another one, and now another one. And it's like, guys, just I know it's hard for people. They don't like try to forget that this happened. Try to if you want to be surprised by shit, which I'm like probably talking to a handful of people, and like this is all in the hopes that people in the future, whoever gets something spoiled on them, yeah, it got spoiled to you. Try to ignore what it told you in favor of trying to keep the same amount of fun or trying to keep the same atmosphere you trying to invoke, right? That's hard to do for a lot of people, I bet. It's but I refuse to let this damper what was going to be a 16, 17, 18 hour stream. No, we're still going to do that. We're still going to have fun. Because fuck that. We're going to do things differently. But plans change, and I welcome change. Because change is fun, because it's new and different, and you get to learn new things and figure new shit out. So, I've said in the past, this is what I'm so amused about. I've said in the past that I open up a Word document, or a Notepad document, I should say, with the date, with today's date, which is December 4th, 2023, right? The way it's titled is 12-4-2023, because that is what I'm gonna, like, the order of things that I'm gonna do in both Minecraft, or try to do at least, and the subjects that I'm going to talk about, right? So 4 things that I got to do is I got to apparently start getting resources for the beacon, jackass, fix up mining hovel, and get rock doors mod. I never got the rock doors, so apparently I'm doing that after today because I didn't write that down in the right way. Anyways, so I'm going to get the rock doors mod. And the things that I wanted to talk about. I write down the things that I want to talk about in the order that I think of, oh, let's talk about this on Monday. What I hope, think, and expect to see during the Video Game Awards. A. GTA 6 teaser and how Gotta Stay Awake, like, because on Thursday, which is when the Video Game Awards are, I don't normally go live and I kind of go to sleep early, right? But now I have to stay awake to stream it. Damn it. Because I want to see what new games are coming out. Damn. Rockstar themselves were like, oh, we're going to do the trailer December 5th. And I was like, damn. That's okay. December 4th. At least for me it is. Well, December 5th. 9 a.m. Eastern time is when the trailer was supposed to release for me. I live in Ohio. It came out fucking 20 minutes ago because somebody leaked it, and because Rockstar was like, no, fuck you. They tried to patch it up, and they're like, fuck it. And they ripped the band-aid off and they showed the trailer early. I saw a couple snippets of the trailer, but I didn't watch the whole trailer because you know what? We're gonna watch the trailer for React Andying. We're gonna do that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. Fuck it, we're gonna have fun. And then we're gonna stay awake and we're gonna keep streaming. I know a lot of you probably aren't gonna watch the entire thing, and I'm half tempted not to part it out the way I've been parting it out. But we'll see what I decide to do, because I'm probably only going to play Minecraft. You'll probably get this whole thing, because this is kind of important. You're not going to get the whole stream, but you're going to get this whole section, even if it's a 5-hour thing, because it's a blog update thingy while I play a video game. The video game is going to change in the future. The video game in the future is going to be Dwarf Fortress or Terra Invicta. One of those games I'm going to play next, because those games are games like this where they take a long time. Might not be Terra Invicta, because Terra Invicta, you kind of got to pay attention to what's going on. Dwarf Fortress, you got to pay attention, but losing is fun. And the reason I have that losing is fun thing is because you learn shit. You know how much shit I learned on my first couple of playthroughs of Dwarf Fortress? I went from being like, oh shit, where did I embark? Or where did I go? Because embarking, I didn't ever call it that. Where did I go? And I only find out now that I was like, after learning the game, I was like, oh shit, five games ago on my first game, I tried to go to a desert with nothing. I had no food, no water, nothing. No ale. If you know Dwarf Fortress, you know that alcohol is way more important than water. Because you can't get through the working day without a bit of booze in that game. But yeah, the next subject, I'll go down the list, but right now we got more important things to talk about than the next subject. We got to talk about the fact that Rockstar has a big issue with leaks, or whatever it is that's causing this information to go out the way that it is, because like fucking nobody knew about nobody knew about Armored Core 6 until the reveal trailer. Nobody knew about Armored Core 6. It was Summer Games Fest, I think, that they showed Armored Core. Or maybe it was a Game Awards thing. I don't remember. But it was one of those stupid events that they announced all those games. And they said they said when it was coming out. Then we got nothing. We got nothing until the company was like, hey, here's something. Now, that could be one of two things. One, it could be that company is just that much better at covering up leaks. Or two, they didn't have any leaks. What's more believable? Because I'm more inclined to believe that there were no leaks than that they would be able to cover up leaks. You can't cover up leaks. Something gets leaked, everybody fucking knows about it. We're probably not going to get shit done. We're probably not going to get a single, like, maybe the mining hovel I can fix up, but I'm so distracted by talking about the other subject. That's why this is a blog more than it is me playing Minecraft. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is an advertising campaign. Because if it's accurate when the game's supposed to come out, I'm not going to say when, then this is a hell of an advertising campaign. And it's still going to be a hell of an advertising campaign, because guess what? Regardless of how much fun gets ruined, the fact of the matter is, Rockstar hasn't paid a cent on advertising yet. Like they've spent money to advertise, but that money hasn't been seen, you know what I mean? So it hasn't been spent, right? That money's been spent to set this commercial up. But do you know how fucking hyped people are because of the leaks? I guarantee you, if I went to Twitter right fucking now, or X, or whatever the fuck it's Twitter, fuck off, it's Twitter. You go to Twitter right fucking now, and I guarantee you Grand Theft Auto 6's trailer is going to be trending. I'd bet money on it. But I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to have fun. And I'm going to try and keep some of the mystery, as much of the mystery as possible. Right now, as I speak, you have somebody who's making a script. You have somebody who's rewatching and reanalyzing that trailer as we fucking speak. talking about what they expect to see based off what they see in the trailer. I guarantee you, by the time people see what I'm saying on YouTube, this shit is old news. But I don't care. Yeah, I know, but that's what's gonna be trending. That's it for like a little bit. That's what the internet is. The internet isn't the future. The internet is the now. That's what's hype right now. In 2 days from now, no one's gonna be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6. Of course, that's conjecture, but you get what I'm trying to say. You get the point I'm trying to make, right? Like, in the future, the game's gonna come out, and then in a couple years after that, a new game's gonna come out. Then the next game's gonna come out. Like, guys. History's gonna repeat itself in this case. There's always so much doubt. There's always so much negativity about the next XCOM game. I don't care how long it takes, there's gonna be another XCOM game at some point in the future. Whether or not it's another redesign or whatever, or whether or not it's XCOM 3, there's gonna be another XCOM. Because it accidentally got leaked something about The Sims. This is old news by now. This is a couple months old by now. But because there was an interview and somebody said what they were working on for a certain aspect of The Sims, and it's like, yeah, they're gonna come out with another one. It makes too much money. It does not matter how good or how bad this next Grand Theft Auto game is because of how much fucking money it's going to rake in. Just because of it being a Grand Theft Auto game. The thing is, the difference between this and COD is that COD failed, right? The COD that just came out is trash. Everybody hates it. I don't play it, and I know everybody hates it. I don't play COD games. I didn't play the original Modern Warfare series. Oh yeah. Of course it made money. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. COD MW3. Let's see. It's loading. I can drop the seeds. I can drop this. I can show that other shit. Wait. Is it changing? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, 30.71 million copies sold. Is this November 9th, 2023 article? 30 million sales. Almost 31 million. $31 million times 60 is 1,860,000,000. 31 million, I rounded up a bit, it's almost two, I'm rounding up, $2 billion for a game that's trash. Yeah, I think it was profitable. And that right there is the problem. You don't have to make a good game for it to be profitable. You just have to make sales. and then another one's coming out. Hopefully it's better than the last one, and sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But you don't need to make a good game nowadays in order to make money. Back in the day, if you didn't make a good game, you were no longer a company after that game came out. Just look at Run Like Hell. Run Like Hell was supposed to be 3 fucking games. One came out, the company went under, and that's it. We don't get Run Like Hell 2 and 3. And that's why I'm so happy when I find a good game. And there are a lot of good games that exist. But fuck is it suck that, like, the shit that just happened. And then the worst part is it's not even the developer's fault. It's the fucking people who want to make the money that caused this to happen. It's like, guys, we're giving them what they want. They don't care if we're happy. They just want to make money. Speak with your wallet. You're pissed off they make, if the next Call of Duty game is as bad, I want people to refund this game, but they probably can't because of the new rules and regulations about refunds. That, and when you spend enough time in a game, it's like, come on, you want to refund it after you put that much time in it? Do you actually enjoy it? I mean, do you actually not enjoy it, or are you just saying that because everyone else is saying that? I'm not saying I like the game or I don't. I have no idea. I'd have to play the game to say that, but based off of what other people are saying, it's a fucking bad game, and I'm not gonna get it because of what other people are saying. And that's what everybody should be doing. That's one of the reasons why streamers and YouTube people kinda should be looked at. They shouldn't be looked at as, like, to make your decision on, but they should be looked at one of many things that you make your decision on, you know what I mean? Okay, I watched 3 different streamers to hear about a game that I really like, right? For example, I look at somebody who really enjoys the game. I look at somebody who has never played the game. I looked at another person who's never played the game, and I might look at another person who hates the game, and it's their first time playing it. And you sit there and you break down why they don't like it or why they like it. And I'm a perfect example of this. Now, here's why. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy Neo. The game pisses me off for mechanical reasons and stuff like that, but I could see myself playing Neo again in the future. It'll take a while. It'll take another year or so before I even think about touching it, and there's a whole bunch of other games on my list. But I could play it again because I enjoyed it, even though it'll piss me off if I do that. Like, I'll be mad. Just like with any Souls game, I'll get mad because that's what those games are made to do. They're made to cause you to die and get mad that you died. That's what they're for, fuck's sake. But here's a perfect example. I played Neo before I played Ninja Gaiden, right? And I enjoyed Ninja Gaiden, even though it made me pretty mad at times. I still enjoyed Ninja Gaiden more than Neo, right? And you want to know why it is? Here's why it is. Because Neo is Ninja Gaiden with stamina. That's it. That's all it is. Well, not all it is. There's a couple of other mechanics, because if you break it, there's also the loot dropping mechanic and shit like that. But, like, what is Amrita? What is Amrita? What is honor? Or glory? What is glory it's called? What is that? Amrita is karma. Or not karma. It's the orbs. Amrita is the orbs. The money orbs. That's it. And you can change those orbs to have a blue orb element where you regain health. They changed the mechanics, but that's what Neo is. It's not. I say this, if I say this to relatives, they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Are you high? I'm medicated, yes. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is, yes, I know they're not the same game, but if you took Ninja Gaiden and gave it a stamina mechanic and you dropped your shit, it starts to make a little bit of sense of why I'm saying what I'm saying. I know it's not the same, but there's a lot of mechanics that are so similar to each other from those games. Comparatively, Ninja Gaiden is so much better, right? The systems are so much better. But the things that I dislike about Neo are the reasons why I like Ninja Gaiden, if that makes any sense. I know, it's like, if you want to, listen, if you want to fucking make them make a good game, this is what you do. You, no matter what, no matter fucking what, you speak with your wallet. Do not, a true boycott, do not buy the next fucking game. And this is what people are going to say to that. But the company will go out of business. The company shouldn't go out of business. If one game makes a company go out of business, that's a problem. Then that company might need to be out of business if that's the case. Like, think about that for a second. Wait a minute. How would one game not making any money? And you got to be vocal about it, though. Just don't do that. Speak with your wallet. When you speak with your wallet, the companies will listen. You don't buy that fucking game and you go to the social media sites you go to, or you go to this or you go to that, and you say no. You don't watch people who make videos on it. No matter what, you speak with your money, and you tell them by showing them. You know what I mean? That's how you're gonna get a new Call of Duty game, a good Call of Duty game. It's one of the reasons why I'm like, kind of, if the leaks are true about The Sims, then I'm glad I didn't spend the money on DLC for The Sims 4. Like, holy fuck. Ridiculous how much money companies can make and still have people believe that they're not making any money. Like, but you are. You're not making as much money as you want to make. That's the problem. And the amount of money you want to make is all of it. How much money is all of it. That's how much money they want to make. Guys, if you make a good game, you'll make more money. Even more than from, you know, if this Call of Duty that just came out was good, maybe I'd buy it. That's another sale. Maybe other people would buy it. That's more sales. You'd make so much more money if you made a good game, a good product. I don't get why people don't understand that. They're like, oh, we made this much money though, but you could make this much more if it's good and fun. And people will not talk shit about you if you're not a shit. You know what I mean? Don't be a shit. You won't be talked about like you are a shit. It's that fucking simple. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and I'm getting all my frustration and anger out now, like I do with all the video games that I play. I'm getting all this like frustration about. That's what it is right now. Yeah, exactly. But that's the problem. Make the business people unhappy, and make sure they know why they're unhappy. Be like, you're not getting money from me because of this. If you change this, this is how you do it. You tell them this too. If you do this, you'll get my money. If the game was like this, I would buy the Call of Duty after this one. You all, everybody, you need to pick the next Call of Duty and do this to it. Because I guarantee you the Call of Duty after this next one will be good. Follow through. Streamers, YouTubers, follow the fuck through. Make different content. Like, you can still, like, for the Call of Duty creators that only do Call of Duty content, you can still make Call of Duty content, but don't make content about that. And explain why. And make sure all your fucking people that are gonna spend money based on how you spend money are not gonna spend the money on this game. That's how you do it. Everybody needs to just fucking follow through. They need to say no, and they need to... No. They need to put their foot down and just not do it. And that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna spend money on the next Call of Duty. I'm not. I don't give a fuck, no matter what. And that's the reason why. Because all the other Call of Duty games are not worth it to me. Because they're the same game. It's the exact same thing. From what I fucking heard about the games, it's the same exact bullshit. The same exact story from what I've heard about people talking about the games and the little fucking snippets I've heard about it. Like a cutscene here versus a cutscene there from this game. And it's like, guys, don't play the next one. Don't make content about it. Don't. And tell the people, tell Treyarch, whoever the fuck it is that makes those games. Who is it that makes those games? Is it Treyarch? No, that's a different company. But tell them, you'll get my money if the next one is not like this. If it's actually got time and effort into it. If the story's thought out. Activision. Who's Treyarch? Is Treyarch fucked up? Why am I talking about Treyarch? Treyarch used to be that? Treyarch might have used to be them. Yeah, Treyarch used to be Call of Duty. Or is... No, it's Call of Duty still. No, it is Call of Duty still. What? It's also got Spider-Man, Call of Duty 2, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2. What are these Spider-Mans? May 2nd, 2007, 207. Or 2007. Okay. So that's what Treyarch is. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Ah, okay. Okay. I'm starting to see they used to make good games. Then the company... Wait, does this company exist anymore? 2020 was the last game that it seems like they released. Wait. 2020. That's the 2021 Call of Duty Vanguard. I heard Call of Duty Vanguard was bad. But apparently Call of Duty Vanguard's better than the current Call of Duty. Warzone. Warzone. That's what it fucking is. That's what it fucking is. That's what happened to Treyarch. Got it. Got it. Now the fucking picture's clear. Where's the goddamn money? Anyway, speaking of goddamn money, I've been playing a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 during the main playthrough. Gotta get a little bit of Southern drawl because everybody in that damn game has a Southern drawl. And no, I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm doing that because I'm just having a bit of fun, you know? Like, acting like I'm around at the time that this video game takes place and being a gunslinger just like Dutch's boys kind of makes me have a little bit more fun when I'm playing the game, right? Ah, shit. That's a good game. That's a fun game. Ah, shit. I need to fill that in. That's a future me problem. I'm gonna get it right one of these days. I have to close it. What were you, born in a barn? Close the goddamn door. Anyway. And I've been having a blast and a half with it. I've been having so much fun that I actually started another game off stream. Primarily because I missed out on, like, a horse. You can get it. There's side missions that you can do, like Strangers and Freak missions, like from Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 4, that you can partake in. But unlike with Grand Theft Auto 5, you can't replay these missions, and I kind of think I know why. I think if, like, Rockstar can look at the statistics of what people replay when they replay their game, or they do surveys or whatever they do to find out, they probably find that people don't really replay the Strangers and Freak missions unless they have to, right? People probably... I've replayed a couple of the main story missions, even on the most recent playthrough that I did. And I kind of rushed through at the end because I was like, I want to get into Red Dead Redemption 2, because I want to be done with Red Dead Redemption 2 before they release GTA 5. Now, mind you, that's a long way away. I mean, GTA 6. It should be a long way away. Or it could be 6 months from now. You know? But what is a long way away? 3 months is a long way away. You know what I mean? Based on the fucking internet. Because if you think in 3 months people are going to be talking about this like they are right now, they ain't. They mention it. And they might talk about it a lot, but not nearly for as long or as much as they are right fucking now. Because the internet, while we may never forget, we don't really forgive, but we don't talk about the same shit all, like, we talk about a lot of different shit all the fucking time. The internet is so crazy. Anyway. I've been enjoying Red Dead Redemption 2. Not because of what story is being told, but because of how the story is being told, right? Like, oh, this is gonna sound so weird. This is a me thing. This has to be a me thing. If I wear gloves for too long sometimes, my hands will dry out, right? And when my hands dry out and the gloves are like doing that, I almost want to gag. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that that causes that? Like, my hands are dry right now, and I'm doing something I never used to do, actually using a fucking hand cream, because my hands are dry, and it's like fucking with my brain to make me want to gag. Ugh, I don't get that. I don't get that. The fuck? Weird. Black Ops was pretty good, right? Were any of the Black Ops bad? I like would have no idea. And I don't know if you would either, but you're currently the active person in chat. So if anyone's currently lurking and you know 3, Black Ops 3 was bad. Was Black Ops 4 a thing? Because I remember the Black Ops 4. And that's like the last Black Ops I think I've ever heard about. And I don't know if it came out or not, or what. That's... You are putting into practice what I'm talking about. You have no idea. I kinda might know about a Black Ops 4, but you have no fucking clue, because you spoke with your wallet. You're like, fuck it, I'm not getting the next game. And you have no fucking idea. I'm not a fan of those games. I've never played those games to the level that other people have. Even to, like, a simple playthrough I've never done. The fact that I might know more than you, who could say, without hesitation, maybe a little bit of thought, but without hesitation, Black Ops 3 was a bad Black Ops. So you definitely know more about the series than I do. Ah, so you were an early talker. Got it. Okay, but you know a bit more about it because you still went through the early CODs. So you still get that kind of information. You remember that type of information, because I guarantee you, I'm going to remember a lot of information about Metal Gear Solid, right? Because that's my game. There's a couple of them that are, you know, maybe a bit aged, but I wouldn't classify them as being bad games. It takes a lot for a game to be truly bad. Exhibit A, from what everybody says, apparently the current Call of Duty game is a bad game. I gotta step away. When I come back, I'm gonna try to get into, we might talk a little bit more about this Call of Duty stuff, but the main subject is gonna be discussing Red Dead Redemption 2 a little bit more, as well as, oh, that's my grocery list. I have a grocery list of pelts that I need to donate to the camp. I'll talk about that more later. Hold up. Yeah, we'll talk a bit more about COD. We'll talk a bit more about Red Dead Redemption, and then I want to talk about the things that I kind of think, hope, or expect to see at the Video Game Awards. And I should have a bingo card. I don't know, it's probably going to be a personal thing. Anyway, I'll be back momentarily. All right, perfect timing. That was a quick one. You know what games I played when I was younger? Like the original Call of Duty. Like the only type of Call of Duty that there was the story mode. That was it. That's what you had. Games like that and Brothers in Arms. I played all the Brothers in Arms games. Road to Hill, is it Road to Hill 30? Highway to Hell. I played those games when I was younger. That's the type of shit that I played. I never played any of the more modernized. Modern Warfare, that's when I stopped playing those games. No, they don't need to, because the multiplayer. That's why Treyarch is on Warzone. You know how much fucking money Warzone brings in? And the saddest part is when they start losing money, they make a big grand change that gets everyone back in. Stop fucking falling for it, people. Stop fucking falling for it. Fucking Fortnite's doing it to me. I'm fucking not spending any money on it, though. That's the thing. They're sucking you in, though, and the people that get sucked in, and they spend money on it. Fuck. It works though. It works though. It works though. That's why they do it. I'm not spending any money on Fortnite. I think I have a couple of V-Bucks. That's it. If I don't, I can't get the season. I can't get snake skin. Oh well. That's it. That's all she wrote. If I can do it for free, I'm gonna do it. I did spend money on that game a long fucking time ago, I think. Or no, that's what happened. It was sorry for the interruption type thing. And if you tried to play the game or were playing the game within a certain amount of time, they gave you a couple. They gave you enough V-Bucks or whatever. It was a way for you to fucking get to buy more V-Bucks. Because once you start spending in a game, it's easier to spend in that game, right? That's how that shit works. It's why I have a rule. If I spend enough time in a game, I'll be willing to buy like the battle pass, as long as I could grind and get the battle pass again in the future, right? You will get that much from me, and that's it, because I consider that's what I consider worth it for a game that doesn't have a story like that is free to play. Mind you, I appreciate the fact we get skins, but the reason we get skins and we get free skins, and why some of those skins, oh, this is a shit skin, yeah, that's on purpose. Of course you're gonna see some shit skins because they want you to spend money. Look at that skin, it costs $10. Spend money on the skin that looks better than the ones that are even in the shop, and people do it. The other thing is, I'm probably gonna stop buying the battle passes now that I'm talking about this shit. Like, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm basically yelling to the void. I'm yelling to the void because it's something that I don't want to hold on. I don't want to bottle up. I want to get it out there, and I want to be like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't at the end of the day. This frustration doesn't matter because the company's going to do the same thing, and the same thing's going to happen over and over and over again until maybe in the future people will wisen up. Or maybe we'll get lucky and they'll make a good game. Because if they make a good game, they'll make more money. If the companies take one thing out of anything I ever say, be this: if you make a good game, you'll make more money. Just look at Lethal Company. Just look at Lethal Company compared to the most recent Call of Duty. That is a multiplayer game. That is way less money, but worth way more because of the shit that it invokes, because of what type of game it is. You need to try and invoke the good feelings because of what you're trying to make it be. I hate to break it to you, everybody. Battle Royales are always going to be bad. You want to know why Battle Royales are always going to be bad? No matter what, when you break them down, they're always going to be bad because of the way they're designed. I barely played the damn game because I'm so busy saying this, because this is like, I'm trying to make a point, and I'm so focused on trying to make the point. Anyways, they're going to be bad because of the design to have one winner or one group of winners. Yeah, of course it's going to feel bad when you're getting loss after loss after loss because all these fucking people. That's why everyone always bitch about skill-based matchmaking, because the shit doesn't work the way that they say it should. And the way that it should work is that people are of your same skill level. But here's the thing. People don't want that. And here's why I say people don't want that. This is what people want. People want to shit on everybody and never get shit on. That ain't gonna happen. I don't care if you're the best player or the worst player. There is not going to be a single person alive who could win every single game they play. If you make someone play 1,000 games of any battle royale, they're not going to win all 1,000 games. There's no way. The only way they could do that is if it was a rigged thing. If they knew they were going to win, because everybody knew they were going to win, because they had to win. And even then, there's something that could cause them to lose. It could crash on them. They could get logged out and die to the storm. That's it. You just lost. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You still just lost. And that's fine. Yes. And here's the thing. There are some publisher type companies that know this, so they do this. We'll give you as much money as you need to make the game you want to make. Because just look at Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver is not an indie game. I don't care what everyone says. An indie game is independent. That means that a publisher has not backed the game. That means it's funded by the person who made it. Independent. That's fine if you have a publisher or whatever, and they let you make the game you wanted to make. That's fine. But that is not an independent game. And that's fine. A good game is a good game. And from what I've heard, Dave the Diver is a good game. And it looks good. And it's a game that I'm probably going to purchase in the future. Why I have it now is because I'm not as interested in it as I am in, like, Red Dead Redemption 2. And the other thing is, I've been playing the Grand Theft Auto games, the Metal Gear games, games like that. Those were like the first games that I played when I was younger, right? That's one of the other reasons why I'm always so happy about these games. Armored Core, right? Games that I'm always happy to talk about and play, because those are games that I enjoy. And the older I get, the more I realize that your perspective colors a lot of what is good and what is bad. No matter what, you're looking at something from an outside lens, all right? Because I look at the Metal Gear games now, and there are some games that I used to love that I don't as much because of the way the games play, like the mechanics and the movement and stuff like that. But I still love them as much as I do because of the history, for one thing. I'm biased. I understand that I'm biased. But it's also that, like, the story of Metal Gear Solid, it's campy, right? It's got this quote unquote, like, the betrayals are, like, so over the top and extravagant, but the way they do it, it only makes sense when you know about it. Like, when you like, oh wait, this is the context. When you have the context, it makes sense. Like me kind of alluding to this stuff, there are certain things you can allude to. I'm gonna have to step away again, but let me get this across first. There are, there are things that you can allude to when it comes to certain video games or certain situations, and people will just know what you're talking about. And there are other things you could, like, allude to something and people will be like, I think I know, but without context, I'm not 100% sure. And that is one of the other reasons why I like the Metal Gear series. There's a lot of context you can miss out on if you don't go looking for it. It's one of the reasons why I'm enjoying Red Dead Redemption so much. You can do so much whenever you want to do it, and you explore it, and you get rewarded for exploring. I'll be back momentarily to actually get to talk about Red Dead Redemption 2 and the current 6 streams of it we've had done. Be back momentarily.
Expand your tool set with professional power tools from Menards. Metabo represents the gold standard in nailers and cordless power tools. Whether you're at home or on the job site, tackle any building project with Metabo. Power tools make great gifts. Grab the cordless 18-gauge brad nailer, ideal for trim work and molding installation, now on sale for $199.99. Sale price good through December 11th. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
So yeah, the playthrough of Red Dead Redemption. All right, it's been fun, and I'm gonna enjoy continuing to play it. I'll get into the details, but first I gotta talk about what it is that I'm enjoying exactly. Not the story for the reason of when it takes place, because to me, there are several different types of prequels, right? There are direct prequels, partially direct prequels, and historical prequels, basically. So a perfect example would be a historical prequel is Metal Gear Solid 3 or Metal Gear Solid Delta, and a direct prequel would be like Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain compared to Metal Gear, right? That's a more direct prequel, because the events of this lead directly up to the events of that within a couple of years' time or something like that, right? So, Red Dead Redemption 2 is what I would call a direct prequel. That is why the story itself, like what story it's telling, is not like whatever, because I already know what the story is going to be because of Red Dead Redemption. I know what happens to these characters because I know what happens to these characters, right? I like it because of how it tells that story. Now, outside the story, you have mechanics, right? And the gameplay loop. The mechanics are awesome, based on, like, it takes a little bit to get used to because there's a kind of a lot of little, like, intricacies of if you're doing a certain thing, then different controls pop up. And I'm still learning some of the controls and stuff like that. And how, like, I keep... Plus, keyboard and mouse, I might have to change some of the key bindings, but I don't want to change them because I feel like I'm going to get them down soon enough. Anyway. The mechanics themselves are good, right? Got into fishing. The fishing minigame is basically perfect for what it needs to be, right? Like what they tell you is what you get. It's got a little bit of a fight mechanic, which is more than I could say about a lot of other fishing mini games and games, where it's literally just like perfect example of a very simplistic and like not really worthwhile fishing mini game would be what they do with Skyrim. The Skyrim fishing game is literally you go to a designated fishing spot, press a button to activate fishing mode, which they've gotten much better at that system. One of the better ones previously was Final Fantasy 15, where you would go up to a designated fishing spot and then enter fishing, and the mechanics would change. They technically do the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2, but they do it in a way where you pull out. That's why I started to say what I was saying, because I was getting the words mixed up a little bit. You pull out a fishing rod in order to engage fishing mode, and that changes the controls. And you can't do certain things when you're in fishing mode. You pull out a rod. Very simple, but a good idea. Anyway, in Skyrim, you go to a designated fishing spot, activate fishing mode, cast, press a button when you get a bite, and you catch the fish immediately. And it's like, yeah, that's fishing, but there's no fight. Final Fantasy 15 and Red Dead Redemption 2, from my own personal experience, I've seen the Far Cry game have an actual fishing minigame, and it looks pretty... I didn't look too much into it, but it looks decent enough. Like, it looks perfect for what I'm talking about. It has a little bit of fight with the fish, right? Like, once you kind of know the mechanics of how it works in the game, you could fish all day long and catch a fish every single cast. As long as you abide by the mechanics of the game. That's obviously not how it works in real life. One of the reasons also why I like fishing minigames. Because I could fish for 3 days straight, catch 100,000 fish, and that area will not be fished out even if it's a pond, because of how mechanics work. There are some mechanics that try and make it like they give you the feeling of scarcity. Like New World fishing minigame, you could fish out a fishing spot, but only temporarily. That's one of the other reasons why I like fishing games as much as I do. Where's my shovel? Oh. Where's my shovel? But yeah, other mechanic, like they have so many things you can do in that game. It is awesome. It makes me hopeful because whenever I've played the games that I played, which has been the Grand Theft Auto games as well as Red Dead Redemption 2, I've been playing these games in a way where I go, all right, what do I see from the previous games and what do I see in the future games? Because, well, not with Red Dead Redemption, but with Grand Theft Auto, it's been a hell of an eye-opening experience, because I've played the Grand Theft Auto games, Vice City, in timeline order, right? I played them in timeline order from the games that I've played. So I played Vice City, San Andreas, 3, 4, and then 5. I didn't play City Stories or anything like that, so I don't really know much about it. I know that Vice City Stories is a direct prequel, and you play as Lance's brother, I think, from Vice City, which that makes your opinion change a little bit about certain characters, but anyway. As I was playing through those games, I didn't really do this with Vice City until, like, I didn't get all the way through Vice City. Here's what happened. I started a playthrough a while back, got distracted by another game, never finished the playthrough. Hype was starting to increase for Grand Theft Auto 6, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play through I'm gonna play the rest of Vice City, and I'm gonna play through the rest of the series, and I'm gonna actually look at the series and go, okay, what do I see that's in the other games? And you start looking, and like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas has a heist mission in it, where each individual mission is heist prep. But they changed it in Grand Theft Auto 5. They really improved upon that mechanic. Like, they actually made it a mechanic instead of a mission that you had to do. It was a mechanic. Like, it became a thing. Grand Theft Auto Online heists, man. They're all the rage. There's even challenges associated with them. It's amazing when you look at it that way and you go, wait a minute, what else is there? Oh my god, you fucking asshole. You almost made me choke on my water, you piece of shit. Fucking... Woo! I did not... Fucking... Holy shit. Anyway... You start looking at some of the mechanics, and start looking at all the games, because Rockstar does like to take mechanics that work and put them in their future games, as well as improve upon that subject. Grand Theft Auto 4 had random events where a little person would pop up on the minimap, and if you went up there and talked to him, it'd be like a random event. That was the base game. DLC, there was a random person on the map at every time a mission was like, you could do a stranger mission. Like, this random event person, you could talk to them, but you don't know when they're there. You have to keep driving around until they show up at the time they're supposed to show up, between X and Y. Grand Theft Auto 5 had Strangers and Freak missions. Red Dead Redemption has the Stranger mission system, which is basically the same exact thing as Grand Theft Auto 5's Strangers and Freaks, but you can't replay them. You just do the mission and you're good to go. They even have therapy sessions in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a random event that you can do where you'll talk to an individual that you know, and one of the things that you bring up is like how much of a good or bad boy you've been. And what is one of the things that Michael says to Friedlander about the things that you do in the game? Like, if you're Michael and you go to hookers all the time, Michael will go, I've been a bad boy, Doc. I've been sleeping around on Amanda. I can't help it. It's an escape, or some bullshit like that, right? I don't know exactly what's said. I'm just kind of paraphrasing, because I've never had Michael... I've never really had any of them visit prostitutes. Because I don't think they actually work like they used to. I don't think they heal you. And there's no reason to do it. Because back in Grand Theft Auto 3, you could get bonus health, right? Like in Grand Theft Auto 3, if you went to see a prostitute, you could get like 25 extra health. 50 in total if you did all the ambulance missions that you could do. And you had to like get to level 12 on each of the islands in Grand Theft Auto 3 or something like that in order to get the 25 health boost, maximum permanent 25 health boost. And they would heal you if you had low health, so that's why you'd pick up prostitutes in Grand Theft Auto 3. But as the games have gone forward, I don't know if there's a reason to do that. Like, do they heal you still, or no? Like, there's no mechanic associated with it. It's just a thing to do, I guess. Or I never noticed it because I haven't hired prostitutes. Because there are so many health kits and there's armor and stuff like that that's easier to get. So it becomes one of those things where it's like, why look for this when this is available already? Kind of thing. If that made any sense.
Want to feel what Trojan Bear Skin Raw is like? Want to feel all your senses activated, titillated, heightened more and more until they're completely overloaded? Well then,
I'm gonna have to work on making this more of a thing, but I'll worry about that later.
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards card, you can earn 3% cash back.
Anyways,
Earn 3% for the
we've gone through, I actually write down, it's not an exact a number, but I've been using Live Split in order to keep track of my casual playthroughs. We've got 37 hours, 46 minutes, 14 seconds in Red Dead Redemption 2, or thereabouts. I am doing so much of the side content because I want to do it, right? It's fun. It's fun to do the side content. Like, the reason I don't do side content in a lot of games is because I don't find it fun. Like, here's the problem with the side content with Grand Theft Auto 5. It's the same shit. It's not fun to me. And the reason it's not fun to me is because I would have to look it up in order to find out how to do it. And I don't care, like, I'll do it, but it sucks that I have to do that. Because there's no way I'm going to go around and try and find these locations for the fucking dinosaur. Like, I'm going to look up the bones. Once I look it up, I might not look up the other spots, but I might do all 50 of them. I might go around and do the ones that I can do right now and do the other ones later. Because I don't like not even having a general idea. Like, if I had a general idea of, like, hey, look for stuff like this to find dinosaur bones, I'd be like, okay, I know what to look for. But I don't know what to look for. Maybe I didn't pay attention. Maybe I need to be looking for spots of land by hills or mountains or something like that. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna find out when I look it up. Alright, so I don't really have much else to, like, because I don't want to, again, I've been spoiled about things. A lot of things I've been spoiled about. And I am not bothered by it for myself. I'm bothered about it for everyone else. It's one of the reasons why whenever I talk about something, I try not to spoil it. But if something is been around for a while, or it's kind of relevant to what I'm talking about, I will kind of be a little bit less, like, I'll be a little bit more loose with the potential spoilers, while still trying to be subtle enough to where people who don't want to know aren't paying attention, if that makes any sense. Because now I'm going to get back into the actual subjects that I have written down in order that I have them written down. So the things that I think and hope and want to see, or expect to see, with this year's Video Game Awards. Obviously, it's not going to be the Grand Theft Auto trailer, but maybe we'll get something different. Maybe we'll get information about Grand Theft Auto 6 during the Game Awards. I don't know. I almost doubt it. But at the same time, Cool, why not? I'm still gonna have that on the bingo board. It is probably worthless to have it on there, but fuck it, you never know. Maybe they'll show it again. Maybe they'll show the teaser again. You never know. Elder Scrolls 6 information. It's been quite a while since we've heard anything about Elder Scrolls 6, so maybe we'll see something about that. Alright? That'd be pretty interesting. I always talk about XCOM. I don't expect it to happen, but I would like to see something for XCOM. Even if it's like not an XCOM 3 in the traditional sense. I want to see the next XCOM thing. It's been a while. I think enough time has passed. Give us a little taste. Maybe the next Resident Evil remake is going to be shown during the Game Awards, right? What's funny is, the Game Awards they made an announcement on Twitter where they said they were going to start to step away from the world premiere stuff, and I think I know why that is. I think that is because they're starting to show shit that like it's already come out, kind of like how Resident Evil 4 already came out, but they made a remake of it. So they can't really say world premiere for Resident Evil 5 because it's already been out. You're just making a remake of it. And I think they are going to remake Resident Evil 5. And maybe another one. Or maybe they'll remake some of the least or the lowest known about Resident Evils. We'll probably get more information for Metal Gear Solid 3, or aka Metal Gear Solid Delta, which I'm excited for that game, don't get me wrong, but because it's a remake, I'm not as excited. Like the story. For the mechanics and shit, I'm excited for it. But I know for a fact they're never going to be able to replicate Metal Gear Solid 3's story, because the first time you see something, it's always its best. Right? Maybe some people will say they enjoy it more, and maybe I will, personally, too. But more than likely, most people will be like, nah, Metal Gear Solid 3 original is still better than Delta. I guarantee it, just because bias, right? And it's fine. I get that. Because there's some things that I'm biased for. Like, I'm very excited for the Metal Gear Solid shit. Other people aren't. Because they've been... like, other remakes and shit have been horrible. But it seems like the remakes are starting to get better because they have to be better in order for them to go over well. Because I think they're starting to realize, wait a minute, if something good comes out, it makes more money. Because look at the Dead Space remake and look at the... excuse me. Look at the remake for Resident Evil 4. They're good remakes. Obviously, because the game's selling well. Better than it would if they were bad remakes.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 1/2/24.
The holidays are here, and so is the Starbucks Caramel Brulee Latte. Rich, smooth espresso and decadent caramel brulee deliciousness will take you...
We'll probably also get more information on the next part of the collection for Metal Gear Solid. Like, I think they're going to come out with, like, probably three collections for the Metal Gear games. And they'll probably start to go, like, singular. Like, if they do decide to do something, again, it's one of those weird, like, they're gonna do it to make money, but I don't think they should. They're probably gonna remake Grand Theft Auto Phantom Pain. They probably are, in all honesty. I think that's good. Did I say Grand Theft Auto 4? I meant Resident Evil, I think. Anyway. Information on the show, the Fallout show, which I kind of feel that it actually is good, or it looks good. Like, I saw a commercial. It's coming out April 12th, which is the day before my birthday. So I'll be able to talk about it either on my birthday or a bit after it, depending on whether or not I decide to stream on that day, if it takes place outside of a Friday or Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Is it on HBO Max? I don't know. It's on one of those streaming services. And it looks good. I'm interested to check it out. See if it is good. Maybe One Piece has broken the live action adaptation curse. Finally, like broken it. Not been one of the odd ones out, and it's been a good remake when there were no remakes that were as good, right? There was always one that's like, this is actually a good a good live action. I almost said remake. Now it seems like after that show, everyone's like, wait a minute. Let's actually make a good thing. Let's make a thing that's true to the thing instead of trying to make it for the fans. Make it for them to understand. Maybe not for them exactly, but make it with them in mind, more so than the random people you want that aren't a part of it. Because all that's going to happen is it's going to get treated like every other one, and it's not going to make money. Nobody talks about some of the remakes nowadays, like, or the live action adaptations. I keep saying remakes. Live action adaptations is what I'm talking about. Damn it, get your brain on right, man. What are you doing? Tighten your damn screws, I tell you. Anyway. It makes me excited to see what kind of future there is for live action adaptations. There's a future for remakes, that's for sure. They're too profitable for there not to be a future for remakes. Here's the problem. The nomenclature, the way they call it. I think they should try and come up with a different way to term and like put terminology on certain things. Like remakes, remasters. There's like, every single one of them. Reboots. That's the other one. Reboots. Like the Tomb Raider series went through a reboot. Is it gonna go through another reboot? A remake? A remaster? What's gonna be the next thing? Because you know that it makes too much. Like we want make some new stuff too. Do what Resident Evil's doing. Hey, here's the new Resident Evil game. Also, here's the remake. The company, I don't know what the fucking company is, but do what that company does. Because you'll have people that aren't going to get the remake, but are going to get the regular, but you'd have that anyways. I don't really play Resident Evil much. I think I played 1 and 2, but it's been so long, I don't remember. I literally couldn't get through 3, so I had to watch a neighborhood friend go through it. Because they were like a year or two older than me, and they just knew the game better. Like they could play it better because they just could. That was the last time I really experienced Resident Evil until I forgot it existed, and then I watched Resident Evil, the first movie. I love days like this where I've not done a fucking thing for what I wanted to do, but I'm just walking around talking. But yeah, I think they're probably gonna talk about the next game, either a remake or a new game coming out. Since a remake was the one that came out recently, I think it's gonna be a remake. They're gonna talk about, a new one. I meant to say, my bad. I think they're gonna talk about some sort of a new Resident Evil coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if they also had a remake to talk about, because there's a lot of Resident Evil games, like a fucking lot of Resident Evil games. A surprising amount once you start looking into it. So this is something I wanted to discuss. I kind of brought it up a little bit ago when I was talking about things they brought in, like there's therapy sessions and stuff like that. I was looking for that shit. I was looking for it because I heard somebody else bring up they like doing that. Rockstar likes taking things that work from their previous games and putting them in their current games. And I took a step back and I go, I'm gonna look for that shit. And I found it. I fucking found it because there's like robbery and heist systems that the start, like the framework seems to start in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like
Selling your car to Carvana.
in Grand Theft Auto 5, you could rob a gas station or a store.
License plate or VIN.
As easy as a stroll in the park.
In Red Dead Redemption 2,
And you'll get a real
you can also rob them, but it's a lot more engaging, it's a lot more interactive, it's a lot more pull your gun out, tell them to rob you, threaten them, do something, and they will get robbed, or they'll try and fight back depending on how you do it.
It's as easy as
Right?
Visit Carvana.com or download the app to get an instant offer today.
Experience true nostalgia with this playlist of Pokemon Lo-Fi. It's filled with those classic melodies you know.
And I'm noticing that more and more and more, the more and more I look back at shit, because it's like the Strangers and Freak missions, those are probably going to be involved, like they're going to be even better, or maybe not even better, but they're going to feel better, I should say. Or they should feel better, or they'll be exactly the same. Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of a thing. And if you can't figure out a way to make it better, just use what you have. So the Strangers and Freak missions, that's going to be one. Random events. They're doing more random events. Which is funny, because it makes sense for them to do that. Or you'd expect them to do that. Because from Grand Theft Auto 4 to 5 to Red Dead Redemption, those games had more and more random events, so it only makes sense that the next game will have more random events. Stuff like that, right? That's the kind of shit that I'm going to be talking about after we watch the trailer when we get done with this section of Minecraft today. And we're probably not going to, because I'm starting to kind of run out of subjects. I need to go back and talk a little bit about some more Game Award stuff. But I also might want to do the bingo card after we do React to Andy and stuff. Here's what I have on the bingo card so far. Elder Scrolls 6, Elden Ring DLC, GTA 6, Metal Gear Collection / Delta. Oh, you know what the free space is? The free space is cringe. Because this is the one time you'll hear me really utilize that saying. When we watch the Game Awards, expect to see cringe. Like stuff that makes you go, oh, I don't want to watch, but I have to. Because it's just so, like, weird. Like, okay. Give me some ideas, chat. For YouTube, unfortunately, this is probably already passed. This is coming out after the Game Awards. But next year, there's always next year. I know it's a long way away, but it's not as long as you think. Time fucking flies, man. I got another one for the bingo card. Some sort of a new BR. Right? And what I mean by that is it's either going to be like, oh, this game is going to have BR, or this game is going to have BR, or this is a new BR game. Now this is kind of like cherry picking. This is easy, but this is what you're going to get if I come up with it. I'm going to be a little bit easy on myself. Extraction shooter. Right? So if anyone has any ideas of like or thoughts about what could possibly or what they would like to see or hope to see, here's a question: Do we have a stage? This one's probably not going to happen. Stage runner, party crasher, stage runner. I doubt that's gonna happen, but it's happened. It's happened twice to him. I hope it doesn't, in all honesty. I'd be so disappointed in everybody. I mean, I'm already disappointed in a lot of people, but even more so. Like, come on, guys. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get those robots from RoboCop. If somebody tries to run out on the stage, they're gonna get stopped. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see an RKO. RKO out of nowhere. Don't run up on stage, man. But yeah, the indie companies putting passion in their game. Those are the games that are like just look at games like Dwarf Fortress and shit. Hell, it kind of isn't that anymore. It isn't that anymore, and I'm gonna say why it isn't that anymore. But this game that I'm playing right now started as that, an indie game. It's no longer an indie game, but it used to be an indie game. The reason it isn't anymore, just look at some of the shit that... Is it Microsoft that owns this fucking game now? Look at what Microsoft's doing. They have a vote about what kind of animal is going to be in the next update. Why do we have to pick and choose? Why can't we have all of the animals? Why do we have to pick and choose? Is it really going to be that detrimental to the what? Why? That's that kind of shit that's to like feed engagement, to be like, hey, interact more. Hey, do this more. Hey, do that more. Why? Because eventually people are going to get tired of that shit. I should put this under lighting because that's what it is. It's a lighting thing. And I need to get more glowstone. I should get a silk touch thing, but eh. This is looting, right? Oh, we need to get that looting. Find it here. Hey, Green Energy, good day, Relatize. How are you doing today?
With more capability and more adventure in Kia's ever-ready lineup. This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is offering great deals on the capable.
Well, here's the thing.
And deals on even more.
If you add stuff to a game that people don't like, okay, that's something that you don't like. It's got to be optional, though, right? That's the thing. The more optional something is, the better off you are with a game like that. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm having a blast and a half, and the main story is optional as fuck. There's some side content that's optional as fuck, too. All the side content. That's why it's called side content. And most of that game is side content.
Uh-oh, market's flooded. My car's value just dipped 2.3%.
It might make you optimistic.
And there's a lot of options. Hell, there's story elements you could skip out on if you go, nah, I'm not doing that.
Maybe it's time to sell.
But it will
And that's fine. There are people out there that want the meat and the potatoes, and there are some people that want it all. Speaking of that, I haven't really been eating my plate, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn that webcam off for a minute. Alright? I'm going to turn that off for a minute so I can stuff my face. And then we're going to talk about whatever subject chat comes up with. Well, I'm taking bites here and there, but I'm going to be relatively quiet. But we're going to do a little bit of work here in this game while I chow down. And I'll talk to chat, whatever you guys come up with. Oh shit, hold up. There we go. Because I'm kind of... I don't really have any other subjects to go over. Just like... Your exploration is also rewarded, right? When you're playing Red Dead Redemption, I've been exploring, and I've been getting some goodies for exploring. perfect example of what I'm talking about. The more optional something is, the better off you are. Let's take a look at a game we've been talking about a bit earlier. Let's look at Neo, Ninja Gaiden, Warzone, Call of Duty main story, Metal Gear Solid, and Grand Theft Auto, and a couple of other games for what we call optional, right? Let's look at everything that's optional in these games, or let's look at the way the things are done that aren't optional and see what we think. Fun fact, the main story of a Call of Duty game, a modern main story, is classified as optional to me. You want to know why it's classified as optional? Because of the online game modes. There are most people that will buy a Call of Duty game, it seems, in order to only experience the multiplayer. And that's what it seems like, right? Mind you, the best part about what I'm talking about is the multiplayer is the exact same as it's always been. Some of the mechanics are a little bit improved or tweaked or disimproved or whatever the word is. Unimproved, whatever. Anyways, the point I'm making is the multiplayer is exactly the same as it was previously. The story is also apparently exactly the same. And it's like, you released a DLC basically you released a DLC as a fully fledged product. I guarantee this is what happened. The fucking higher ups were like, no, this isn't DLC. This is a $60 game. So instead of charging you like 20, 30 bucks, somehow the price got knocked up to 60. Or whatever it is. Is it more than 60? Whatever. The point I am making is it's ridiculous. But yeah, I expect to see a lot of, I expect to see some sort of therapy thing with this next Grand Theft Auto. I expect to see hopefully an improvement on the bounty system, because I like the vigilante shit. I want to see that back. I want to see the vigilante missions come back. Right? I talked a lot about this shit over the last couple of weeks because it got closer and closer to the official reveal trailer. Right? And we are going to watch that trailer when we get done with Minecraft and get over the subject to talk about, but I'm kind of hoping there's a couple more things people will want to bring up, no matter what it is. Because I'm kind of, I'm out of subjects to think about. Like, sure, there's a lot of shit that happened, but primarily I've been playing... Well, actually, let me say this. There's a lot of shit that's going on that I don't normally talk about on stream unless somebody else brings something up. And a lot of that has to do with current politics of recreational legalization of marijuana, and how you got some people that are trying to already get their fucking fingers into the bill and change it up, and it's like, guys, can't accept that people wanted something, so you're gonna try and get rid of it anyway? What? So dumb. But it is what it is. That's the kind of shit that I don't normally talk about on stream, because it leads to political bullshit, and they're all fucking idiots. Every politician's a fucking moron. I don't care whose side you're on. Oh, I gotta show some of that later. Fucking...
And what can you make with it? I hear you ask. Well, what can't you make with it? An espresso martini.
I don't know. Okay, okay, you do actually. Okay. Relatize is talking about Fortnite. I don't have a lot of experience with Fortnite, so I would not be able to say this. Relatize is a person that you definitely want to listen to in this endeavor. And I'm gonna start playing Fortnite because the recent thing they added Solid Snake. No, that is not Solid Snake! No, that is not Solid Snake! That's a meme reference that you only get if you've played the game. If you know, you know. Anyways. I'm gonna grind it a little bit. I'm gonna grind it hard off stream. It might cut into the editing time a little bit. But if I have to play solo, I'll play solo. I'm gonna get that shit. I want it. Damn it. That's that bias coming. I know it's stupid, but it's one of those things of like, Solid Snake, man. It's everyone's always saying it's not because they nerfed his ass. And yes, I did say that with a straight face because they have. It's the sneaking suit, damn it. And they don't have the sneaking suit right. My immersion's broken because they don't have the sneaking suit right. I'm giggling like an idiot. Because of the fucking internet memeing the hell out of that. Like, guys. Why? He's in the game. He's in the game. Just be happy about that. How long is the battle pass normally? Okay. I thought... Oh, I misinterpreted. Okay, so when you said only gotta wait 51 days, that's when he unlocks to be able to get him with the battle pass stuff, right? I misinterpreted. I thought you were saying that there were only 51 days of the battle pass to get it. My bad. I don't know how long is a normal season is what I'm asking. Like, how many days is a normal season of Fortnite? Oh, that's a long while. That's a couple months. That's a couple months. Okay, yeah. That is perfect. That's about the average for battle pass. Because Enlisted's battle pass is 90 days. You have 90 days to beat the battle pass, and when you actually have the, like, when you get the battle pass for the first time, it makes it so much easier to get the battle pass and basically pay for itself, because there's enough premium currency you could earn by grinding to get the next battle pass. Which, in all honesty, I don't think Fortnite does anymore. Like, there's a part of me that's like, but it is what it is. Because I was doing the math and I wasn't, like, the V-Bucks didn't match up with how many you have to spend on the battle pass versus how many you earn for getting the battle pass with the stars that you earn. This, they just keep adding more currencies, don't they? You gotta earn stars in order to buy portions of the battle pass, which I think is pretty cool that they let you do. They let you pick and choose what you want from the battle pass just in case you don't get it all. That's kind of awesome. That's a fucking Enderman. I'm gonna run him for his Jordans. Get over here. Come on, bitch. Coward. He's gonna pop back in when I'm not paying attention and scare the shit out of me, watch. Yep. But you still pick and choose a bit. You know what I mean? Or is it not as a pick and choosy as I feel it is? Is it a lot more like, well, you gotta get the previous levels in order to get these levels? That one? Four, right? That's efficiency 4. Okay. Never mind then. Yeah, I googled that. For certain games, there are certain things I'd Google. That's one of them, right? I'll Google what type of like, and they're like, don't go efficiency 5. I also Googled it. Did you tell me? You're Google. Congratulations, Twitch Strat. You've been upgraded with the ability to be classified as Google. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now it comes back to me. I remember. Yeah. Because I think it was one of the first things that I was starting to write down on a Word document or a notepad document, what I needed for what things to replace all the gear that I lost because of the mod shit. Yeah, and then I was Googling what mods can go on a shovel, saw efficiency 5, freaked out that efficiency 5 existed, and said, man, I'm gonna have to get efficiency 5 for my shovel? And you were like, no, only go to efficiency 4. And I looked up a little bit more about it, and it was like, oh, it's a, what do they call that? Efficiency loss. Like, no matter what, there's always like a downgrade. So going from 4 to 5 is probably like a increase of like a micromillimeter. It's not worth it. Like a speedrunner would never try to get to efficiency 5 on a shovel. Is basically how that works. I remember that now. That's how it happened. Oh. For anyone who has been watching, this is kind of for YouTube, more so than Twitch, but it works for both. For those of you who have been watching me go through Red Dead Redemption, this is basically a tease of what the playthrough of Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be like, right? Because that's how I kind of always play through games like that for the first time. I've not really played any games like that on stream. Only games that I've played that are like that are games I've already played, right? Like, I've been there, done that, so I don't feel the need to explore. Like, if I play a game for the first time, I'm more inclined to spend more time testing things, exploring, trying to see if certain things work.
So, tell me about yourself.
I was blind from birth.
That must make banking difficult.
Oh, fun fact. I looked this up on Google because I wanted to make sure, because I'm in the middle of doing all the challenges that I possibly can do currently in Red Dead Redemption 2. And one of the challenges has you dragging a victim behind your horse for, if I could walk 3,000, is it feet? 3,000 feet, I'd walk 300 more. It's, you get on a horse, lasso someone, and drag them for 3,300 feet, or something like that. Well, apparently, it doesn't matter if the individual is alive or dead. So that means we're gonna go... I thought we had to keep dude alive. We don't have to keep dude alive. Apparently. So we're gonna test that on stream on Friday. Oh, this is the next section. Okay, that's right. Should we talk about the things that I've done, the things that I want to talk about, the things that I'm planning to do? Like right now, I do need to do that, but I'm just like too busy talking. You get some days like that. Some days we'll get some good progress done on the game we're playing for the outdated YouTube blog thing. Other days we'll get nothing actually done except a little bit of busy work, which is what this is. Anyway. So the plan, like always, is to continue with the current game. Maybe we might start throwing in another game, a secondary game, because we currently have... I'm really enjoying Red Dead Redemption, though. So I'm probably going to keep playing Red Dead Redemption for the entirety of the stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, at least for this week. I'm not sure about next week. Before that, on Thursday, we have the Video Game Awards to watch. And now, see... I'll say this time and again, and I can actually explain it in good detail of why I view it this way. But I don't look at the Video Game Awards for the collective opinion of a handful of people. Because that's what the Video Game Awards is. It's the opinion of a handful of people. It's their perspective of like, oh, would other people like this game because of what I like or dislike about this game? Yes or no? And they grade it based off of a personal scale that is like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 5 or like X out of 5 or X out of 10. I shouldn't say 1. That's for like a really bad game. Hey, greetings and good day, Insane Baboon. How are you doing today? Oh, with the sheriff? I might do it right after I rob a train. I'll rob a train, and the sheriff that shows up is going to get dragged behind me. How about that? In the future, remind me to do that, because I'm going to forget about this. So if you want me to remember, remind me. I talked about this too, because then I'll feel obligated to do it because I said I was going to do it. I don't actually have to do it, but I want to do it, and I will do it. I believe you, because guess what? I saw bits and pieces of it too, because here's what the plan was. The plan's changed a little bit, but here's what the whole fucking plan was, and I'm kind of upset at the leaker for doing this, because I feel this was going to be really fun. We're still gonna have fun, but we gotta do it in a different way now. So here's what the plan was. We play Minecraft while I bullshit about shit. I'd get more work done on actually getting things for the, what's it called? I'd make actual progress towards getting things that I need for the beacon. That obviously ain't happening today. As I was getting ready, I scrolled through Twitter because I posted my tweet that I do, and I've been starting to use Twitter more to talk and stuff like that, and I saw a leak for Grand Theft Auto 6, and I had the YouTube thing open on Rockstar's thing, because I was going to wait until it, like, we were going to stay awake and watch it as soon as it came out. We were going to fucking stay awake to watch a 90-second thing. And it was gonna be fun. We were gonna be like, oh, that was great, or whatever, right? We were gonna have a blast and a half. And then I'm looking and I see a countdown start. I'm like, why in the fuck is there a countdown now? That leak was real? I thought it was just some bullshit. I mean, hey, listen, that's perfect. That's beautiful. I love to hear that. But here's the thing. I'm ranting against this game even if I have no experience against it because what other people are saying. I could like the game. That doesn't mean you should then get the game. I kind of, like, if it's a game that I might want, I know I might spoil myself doing this, but I'll watch a little bit of a Let's Play or a Twitch stream, and I'll be like, okay, is this something I actually do want or not? And from the little bit that I've seen, it's not something that I want. Yeah. They dropped the Grand Theft Auto Rockstar dropped the trailer early because of the leak. Apparently, we're not going to watch it. We're not watching it. We're gonna watch it in a couple of hours from now, though. If it's still up there and it wasn't a leak within a leak, leakception. We don't want leakception, so we're waiting. I saw a countdown from 50 seconds earlier, and that's why I said, wait a minute. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this isn't real. There's no way. And then the opening started, and I'm like, it is. Turn it off. And I shut the fucking window down. Because I don't want to see that yet. I want to get over some of my frustrations for it getting leaked, causing them to do it early. And then I'll be willing to watch it. But right now I'm a bit aggravated. Because we're going to have fun waiting and talking about what we want to see from the trailer. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but it's not going to have the same, it's not going to hit as hard. Right? Like, I want to see what the story's going to be like. Who are the main characters? Maybe they're going to show some little, like, side elements or potential side elements. That'd be cool. Maybe do a little bit of analysis of the commercial like people like to do. I like to analyze shit. I was going to kind of make fun of it a little bit as well. But now it's like, people have already done that now. No, I already saw. Don't tell me. I already saw what year it's coming out, or supposedly coming out. We'll find out. I'll find out in a little bit, because I'm letting the anger flow through me, and just I'm releasing it as I talk, because it's I care less about me getting spoiled, and I'm more about the fact that Redneck was talking earlier about how they planned to watch the advertisement with all their coworkers, and now that's been tainted. It's been tainted because of one jackass. Even if they still do that and they have fun, it won't be exactly the same because of that foreknowledge. And that's a shame. Like, why can't we have fun? I get it. I get that people want to hear about it now, and cool, whatever. Now we know. Now it's official. But we couldn't wait for like 18 hours? 18 hours was too long to wait. Really. Whatever.
Deck your home with blinds.com. DIY or let us install. Free design consultation. Plus free samples and free shipping.
Actually, I shouldn't be doing it this way. Not be doing it this way.
Rules and restrictions may apply.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. It's kind of fucking stupid to do it this way, but I'm going to. Because this is gonna be a bunch of different... A lot of people expected it to be way later. No, I know. But that's not why I'm aggravated. I'm just aggravated slightly because, like, guys, we could have waited a little bit longer, man. Come on. I need to finish eating. Y'all are distracting me. We might have lost some people. I'm only seeing one per house. This is not good. Okay, we got two. Okay, I think we might have lost some people, I think. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we didn't, because that's... No, we did. Maybe? Ah, fuck it. Apparently, somebody figured out how to run premieres early, and that's why the leak happened. Somebody figured out how to do the premiere early and had the premiere play for them, recorded it, posted it, and they got banned like immediately, apparently. That's apparently what the story is. I love how even with... Do you know how long I played this game for? Not this game, but like, in general. So long that I still use fucking cobblestone as scaffolding. We have scaffolding. Use it. Hello? Like, that's how old I am at this game. If that makes any sense. We have scaffolding. Fucking use it, dude. Is it there? Yeah, because it's a one block thing, so it would be there. But yeah, that's apparently what the story is so far. I'm curious to see or hear what it actually is, like if that's the story or not. Because I know somebody tried to fool everybody with an AI created commercial. And that's what I thought it was at first. I thought that's what it was. And then I saw the countdown on Rockstar's thing and I was like, motherfucker, the leak was real. Oh man, that sucks. I love how I have my webcam turned off, but I've trained myself well enough to the point to where, is it too far back? It is too far back. Son of a bitch. This one's good though. Okay, good. Anyways. I've trained myself well enough to the point to where I still try to like look at the camera whenever I'm talking. I've gotten better. Hold up. Wow. Article written at 7:30 p.m. my time. It's currently 8:23 p.m. Rockstar devs and the rest of the games industry react to GTA 6's shocking trailer leak and release. Damn. The official trailer's up there. That sucks. That's why I think they're waiting. You want to hear my tinfoil hat theory? Hold on. So, my tinfoil hat theory is that instead of the game coming out in 2024 because it comes out on console first, they're like, hey, hold up. Instead of releasing it to console, let's wait until we have the PC version ready to release it. Also, whoops. You can tell I'm not thinking 100% straight. Oh well. Oh well. Happens. I don't get people, man. I really don't.
Hey, this is Travis Kelce, NFL tight end and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows when you've got the best price, you've already won. That's why we offer the lowest price guarantee. If you find a better price online or in store, we'll match it. Now you can score on the top brands from the Lowe's home team picks, like Scott's, LG, and DeWalt.
I might have just fucked up there. Hold up.
Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retail partner of the NFL.
No, we're good. I can do this though. But yeah, there's gonna be a PC release. You want to know why? One of the reasons I know there's gonna be a PC release. They hired the people from CFX.ce or whatever the hell it's called. The people who are responsible for like the biggest roleplay servers of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Those individuals. Yeah. Yeah. There's gonna be a PC release. Might as well do one thing that's written on my list before we wrap up, because we're at that point where it's like, okay, I got nothing else to talk about, honestly. Like, I have nothing else I could think to talk about on my own. So we might as well fix up this and make it look like an actual fucking thing dug into the mountain instead of what it is, which is not that. But yeah, so they're probably definitely like, boom, easy. Ah, shit. Need to get that up there. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, here's what I wanted to really say. Based off of some of the shit we've seen from the previous leaks, and based off of what I've experienced while playing Red Dead Redemption 2, I don't think people have to worry about Grand Theft Auto being a bad game. That's all I'm gonna say on that, because so many people were worried they were gonna do some stupid shit or whatever, and then after playing through the games I've played through the way that I have, nah, it's still gonna be Grand Theft Auto. Some people are gonna cherry pick and find something that, this isn't my Grand Theft Auto. Well, that's fine. It'll be mine then. I don't like that, so I gotta do this. That's better. Now it kind of looks like it's been dug into the side of the mountain. I need to change this. I know. Yeah, we all know how trailers can be for games. Oh, Relatives, were you here earlier for when I was talking about how I realized something about Neo? And, okay, so I have this realization about Neo and Ninja Gaiden. Now, this is gonna sound weird, but I know why Neo is the way that it is, like why it's got its problems and why I've complained about some of the shit that I've complained about. Because it's basically just Ninja Gaiden with a Souls-like thing of tape slapped onto it. And Fiends. It's got Fiends. Yeah, exactly. Ninja Gaiden with a stamina bar. Pretty much. I don't know if you said that to me, but it just clicked for me. It just clicked for me what that meant. And the reason I know that is because of me going through my recent edits. Okay. I'm glad that I kind of seem to have come up with that on my own, in quotation marks. Because I was like, as I was watching the edit and like doing the edit, I was like, holy shit, this game is just Neo. I mean, it's just Ninja Gaiden with a fucking stamina bar. That's why I don't like certain aspects of Neo. I like Ninja Gaiden more than Neo because of the things that Ninja Gaiden has that Neo doesn't. But yeah, it's yeah, exactly. That's the other problem too. I play Souls-likes because I like that feeling of figuring out the mechanics and beating the game that way, right? The thing is, Souls-like mechanics are designed to get you angry. That's what their whole design is. You cannot look me in the face and go, oh, these games aren't designed for that. They're not designed to make you mad. Fuck, they aren't. Why do you think there's always a corner you'll turn that will have an ambush that will kill you? Because they want you to die. They want you to get mad. Mimics would not exist if they didn't want you to get mad. You check every fucking chest except one chest, and then you get fucking 8 because of it. Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is, when somebody says that, they're saying that to brag, to make it like they're better than other gamers because of that accomplishment. It is a lot more relaxed, right? Like, it'd be more impressive if somebody did a no-hit in a game like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. That's more impressive to me, in the same way that, like... Okay, now I'm gonna say this because this is the way that I look at it, right? That type of impressiveness for me is the difference between 1 ounce of gold and 2 ounces of gold. Yeah, there's more gold there, but it's still, like, it's only an ounce difference. You know what I mean? That's the best way that I could word it. Because I enjoyed both games. I didn't grow up with the games, so this is different. This is different. Keep that in mind. Because I view the Metal Gear franchise like you view Ninja Gaiden. Basically. There's obvious differences here because of one reason or another.
Proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows when you've got the best price, you've already won. That's why we offer the lowest price guarantee.
But truthfully, yeah, I also, that speed run. I gotta watch that speed run this time. Finally. We have the time. We watched the rest of that speed run for Grand Theft Auto 5, which was kind of wild because it was a like a classic no skip type thing, and it was just so much driving.
Okay, true stories from Huntington customers with Kitty. So, tell me about yourself.
I was blind from birth.
That must make
Because I'm getting ready to wrap up with the conversation, right? I'm getting ready to wrap up with the outdated YouTube blog thing.
In Braille that made me feel like I was as important.
And I'm like, what do I have to react to before trying to figure out what game I want to play or whatever? And one of the things is we start by reacting to the speed run. We calm down a bit, and then I think I'm gonna watch the trailer. I think I'm gonna react to the trailer. Because it seems like from what I just Googled a second ago, it looks like, hold on, let me double check. This might play some audio. I don't want it to play some audio. Shut up. Yeah, people already got their reactions out to it, it looks like. Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer #1, 13 million views 2 hours ago. Rockstar Games. They officially dropped it. So yeah, we can react to it. Which we will be doing at the end of the React Andy section. Because the plan to wrap up is organize this shit a little bit, right? After we organize this shit a little bit, we're going to watch that speed run that I've been meaning to watch for 2 Mondays now. This will be the 3rd Monday. Finally watching it on the 3rd Monday. And then we're gonna play a game. I might play through Red Dead Redemption 2, and we're probably just gonna do fuck around shit like challenges, robbing trains, and then finishing up with fishing for a while. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for the full, like, until 9 a.m. my time. I might just go till, like, a little while. We'll see. I might do a singular part. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I still want to have fun, but the staying up part isn't nearly as, like, it's gonna be hard for me to actually stay up that long now because I don't have the mindset for it. My mindset has completely changed. Because I can do another 30-hour stream, but I have to be mentally prepared for it. And right now, I just got kicked in the mental nuts, basically. I am ill-prepared for it. I cannot think of anything else to talk about. Anybody got any last-minute subjects they want to discuss before we wrap up with this? Any that are going to show up on YouTube, because none of this shit in the future is going to show up on YouTube. The only thing that's going to show up on YouTube is going to be my reaction to the trailer. And that's going to show up at 9 a.m. That's when it's going to show up tomorrow. Because that's a bit different. Like events and shit like that, that's fair game. Alright, so after we wrap up here, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, and then we're probably going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 because I'm really enjoying the game. I haven't decided whether we're going to do the... We're probably going to do the on-stream playthrough because I want that off-stream playthrough to be an off-stream playthrough. And the only reason I'm doing it is because I missed a horse. Anyways, I'm going to get a thing of warm tea after this too, but for the time being, that is going to be it for me for you, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. If you're new here, and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links will be down in the description below through all my links. If you're watching on YouTube, exclamation point links like so. If you're watching on Twitch, be it live, the highlight, or the VOD, well, it's still up there. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord where you can always get the most accurate notifications whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late. As well as if I'm going to be live during any events or anything like that. Because normally I'll post to the Discord when I go live. Anyways, whatever else catch your fancy through all my links. And until next time, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.